Hello dear friends. Today we will discuss about the continuing portion of the auditing. Yesterday we had a discussion about the types of errors which is coming under the subsidiary objective of the auditing, and today's session we will discuss these many points. Okay? Detection and prevention of frauds. As an auditor, he must be in a position to detect or locate the frauds and prevent the frauds simultaneously. So the question arises now, what is meant by fraud? What is the meaning of fraud exactly? Fraud means intentionally committing the serious mistakes in order to deceive or defraud someone in the organization. If intentionally either account clerks or bookkeepers or higher officers of the company are going to cheat or deceive the organization deliberately, then it automatically becomes the fraud. In order to defraud somebody else, if we commit a serious mistakes, then it is called as fraud. ಮೋಸ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ದುರುದ್ದೇಶಪೂರ್ವಕವಾಗಿ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರನ್ನು ನಾವು ವಂಚಿಸುವ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಯಾವ ಮಾರ್ಗವನ್ನು ಅನುಸರಿಸಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಸೀರಿಯಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಅವರ ಒಂದು ಅಸ್ತಿತ್ವಕ್ಕೆ ಧಕ್ಕೆ ಬರುವಂತೆ ನಡೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೇವೋ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಫ್ರಾಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಮೋಸ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಫ್ರಾಡ್ಸ್, ಮೋಸದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಪ್ರಕಾರಗಳು. ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ 3 ಟೈಪ್ಸ್. ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ misappropriation of cash. Misappropriation of cash. The second one is misappropriation of goods. Misappropriation of goods. And the third one is manipulation of accounts. Fraudulent manipulation of accounts. These are the 3 types of frauds. Let us discuss in detail. Misappropriation of cash. First one. So, here the bookkeepers or account clerks or mainly the cashiers, male cashier or his assistant, he is going to make a serious mistakes knowingly or deliberately in order to deceive the management or organization people. So that is called as misappropriation of cash. I mean, using the cash for personal use, using the cash for personal use which is actually belonging to the business enterprise, either by the cashier or by the account clerks or anyone, any employee of the organization. Okay, misusing the cash. Misappropriation means misuse of cash. ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಿಸಿದಂತಹ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ನಗದನ್ನ ಅಥವಾ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಮ್ಮ ವೈಯಕ್ತಿಕ ಉದ್ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಕ್ರಿಯೆ ಅದು. ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮಿಸ್ಅಪ್ರಾಪ್ರಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದು ಫ್ರಾಡಿನ ಮೊದಲನೇ ಪ್ರಕಾರ. ಹಿಯರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಟೀಮಿಂಗ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್. ಮಿಸ್ಅಪ್ರಾಪ್ರಿಯೇಷನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ಗೆ ಉತ್ತಮ ಉದಾಹರಣೆ ಯಾವುದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಟೀಮಿಂಗ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಲ್ಯಾಡಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ ಟೀಮಿಂಗ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಲ್ಯಾಪಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತಾನೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಡಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್? ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಆರ್ ವಿತ್ ಅನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬೆಟರ್ ಇಲಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ type of fraud. Teaming and lading means when the cash is received by the main cashier or his assistant from the customer, then it will not be recorded in his name. For example, there are so many customers, Mr. A, B, C and D. There are 4. Example, when the cash of rupees 10,000 is received from customer A by me as a cashier, I will not record 10,000 in his name. Nowhere I will make an entry in his account or either in the books or is in personal account. When the same cash is received from another customer, for example Mr. T, same amount of cash is received by me from customer B, then it will be recorded in the name of first person, first customer, that is A. And this kind of process or activity goes on and on till I find the time to put back all the money which has been misused by me earlier. So this is the course of action. It is deceiving the people by receiving cash from them and making some defrauds or making some fraud. So it is called as misappropriation of cash, misusing the cash. Okay, teaming and lading is the best example here. Then second type of fraud is misappropriation of goods. Goods means commodities which are dealt for cash or its equivalent. Commodities or items, goods. So if there are some goods belonging to the organization, they can be misused by any person who is working for an organization, either employee or higher officer or any chief executives, etc. etc. So misappropriation of goods takes place in the top level management. Top level management people are consisting of directors or their board, managing director, chief manager or various heads of the departments or superintendents, their assistant, etc. So they can misappropriate the goods. They can misuse the goods, withdraw the goods for their personal benefit. Actually, the goods are meant for business purpose. But what happens here? In order to defraud someone else, dishonest employee or dishonest officers of the organization, they may go for misusing this particular kind of goods. Okay, so which should not have happened, but they commit it very seriously, deliberately or knowingly. So it becomes a serious mistake or fraud, a second type of fraud. The final one is, third type of fraud is manipulation of accounts. This type of fraud will not be committed by the employees. One has to remember that this type of fraud is not done by employee or, say for example, labor class or clerks. Okay, and this will be done by the higher officials of the company who are vested with the power of maintaining the accounts, settling the accounts, keeping the important documents of the company. So higher authorities, top level management people would go for committing this. They will make their own team because they are going to cheat the organization as a whole. They are going to deceive the interests of the organization. Therefore, they take this path of defrauding the organization. That is called manipulation of the accounts. You know how to manipulate the account. Accounts anna apra tapra madodu anta heli helthivi. Accounts anna ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡಿ ತೋರಿಸೋದು, ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ ಅನ್ನು ತೋರಿಸುವಂತದ್ದಲ್ಲ. So here accounts means mainly the final accounts, that is profit and loss statement and the balance sheet. Okay, financial statements are manipulated by the dishonest board of directors or chairperson, chairman or any person who are seen in the helm of affairs of the company, top level management people. So how do they commit this type of fraud? For example, showing the lesser profits than what actually it has been. For example, our company has made profit of rupees 1 crore for this financial year. Okay, are you getting my point very clear? I am giving an example to understand this third type of fraud. Okay, now what happens? Final accounts are maintained at the end of the year, financial year. So it is showing profit and loss account is showing a profit of rupees 1 crore. But as a chief executive officer or as a the person who is in charge of maintaining the final accounts, okay, I am the person who is to look after the entire preparation and completion of the final accounts. I do commit mistake, serious mistake, knowingly, deliberately, because my way is to defraud someone else there or defraud general public, customers, society. Okay, therefore manipulating the accounts, I do not show 1 crore profit, deliberately I show lesser profit. Say for example 50 lakhs profit, showing the lesser profit than actual figure. Actual figure is 1 crore but lesser figure is 50 lakhs. So here comes the difference. Difference is misused by me. Difference of 50 lakh will be misused by me. I am a dishonest person. Not only me, my companions are there, my team is there. So me and my team members will distribute this cash or the profit amount. Okay, this is how I manipulate the account. Take one more example how we can manipulate the account. There are many ways of manipulation of the accounts. Showing the higher profit than what actually it has been. We show higher profits than actual profits in the profit and loss statement. Instead of showing 1 crore, we show 2 crore profit. That way we attract the new or prospective customers. So we are making huge profit over a period of time. We will pay, we will drag their attention to us and we will make them to invest in our business, and we can even attract the public also, prospective investors also. If one company is making a huge profit from time to time, then it will be general notion among the minds of the people to invest more and more into the business of such a company. Yes or no? Because they will see good return on their investment. That is called a dividend or the interest if they are debenture holders. So, in order to defraud people or general public or anyone who is having a direct or indirect role in the business affairs of the company, in order to cheat the stakeholders of the company, we adopt this path, that is committing the fraud, manipulation of the accounts. So, today's session we have discussed entirely about the meaning of fraud and types of fraud with the examples. In the coming classes, we will discuss furthermore relating to the principles and practice of auditing. Until then, you just go through the contents, notes and the points which are being explained here. Thank you very much.